Hey, I'm taking team sports this year and I'm doing basketball. I've been playing basketball for 4 years, all 4 of my high school years, and then before when I was younger too, when I lived in the States. But this year, I have a lot of goals for myself. I think it's because it's my last year, so there's a lot of things that I want to be able to do. I don't know if they are all realistic, but some of those non-realistic goals might be to be able to shoot consistent three-pointers, or to be able to get 90 out of 100 free throws, to be able to dribble fluidly with my left hand, and to be able to be a strong post in the middle. If I'm more realistic with myself and where my level of play should be, I think the goals that would best help me and my team this year wouldn't really be those ones I mentioned previously. Those are just ones that are kind of in the back of my mind. But for this season, I think it's important that I set goals that I can actually work towards and have a chance of achieving. I think my first goal would be to work on my post moves for the team I'm on this year. Not as much in the past, but this year I am playing, one of my roles is to play a post position, and so I want to make sure that I am comfortable in that spot. And so when I play other teams in ACSC who are taller than me, I have moves that I have worked at so I can get around them. So I think to do this, my goal this year would be to ask help from coaches. There's a couple of coaches who have played in the past, and I want them to help me with some post moves, so I'm going to try to work towards that. Probably my second goal, I think I would go back to one of the ones I said before and try to use my left hand more. This has been something I've been working at for a lot of years, and so I really want to just keep going at it this year. So if I have the chance and I'm bringing the ball down the floor, I want to try to use my left hand. Even during a game, if I'm comfortable, I should try it, because that way when I am in a situation where I need to be able to use it, I can depend upon my left hand. And I think most importantly, despite the physical goals, this year I really want to work on playing with composure. I remember in the past when I've played with some of my older siblings on a team when I was a freshman, something I noticed was about how they stay composed. Like in a game, even if we were down, they played just the same as when we were up. And I thought that was kind of cool, and so I was like, this year that's something I want to work on, that I don't get like frazzled or annoyed with anyone, or angry, but that I control that in a game to help benefit the team. Because I've also been on teams where some of the leaders or some of the upperclassmen get very frustrated, and it doesn't help us, and it actually makes our team perform worse than if we had just stayed calm and composed. And also, I just want to play not for me this year. As cheesy as it sounds, I would want to work on having my heart in the right position and playing for Christ and working to whatever I do it for Him. I think it's really easy to forget that sometimes, just because we want people to notice us or we want to stand out. But I've been trying to remind myself consistently that I don't play for me, I play for Him. And it doesn't mean I hold back or that I think less of myself, but that I do my best and encourage others and play in a way that pleases Him. And so yes, it does sound cheesy, but honestly that is something that I'm working at this year. So yeah, kind of my 4 goals would be to work on post moves, work on my left hand, play with composure, and play for Christ. Along with all the other things that I want to throw in there with my longer shots around the three-point line. I know that might not be realistic for me to get this year because I really haven't worked on that before. But I think it's something that I can improve on. And so I don't want to stop with those goals, but if I'm looking at 4 things that I really can do strong this year and I will feel better about trying to achieve, it would be those 4. So post moves, left hand, composure, and for Christ. So yeah, I hope the season goes well, and we'll see how we do.